What is it? I want Usyk #1. And I got to give credit to Crawford, who I had #1.
Fighters explain how scary good Oleksandr Usyk looks. Oleksandr Usyk's brilliance terrifies opponents. Fighters marvel at his elite footwork, deceptive speed, and relentless work rate for a heavyweight.
It's 21st December. A little bit like this?
Yes.
Like this, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're not sure. Okay. With this second time around, how have you mentally pictured this fight, in your opinion?
Nothing. I just prepare. Listen. I don't know. I win. I just win.
Oleksandr, obviously you spent 12 rounds with Tyson last time. What did you learn about Tyson Fury in the last fight?
A lot of, but I not talk to you now because maybe Tyson watches your interview. Oh, what's he have?
His mastery of angles and adaptability make him unpredictable, while his mental toughness breaks rivals. A true technician, Usyk's ability to outclass bigger, stronger opponents proves he's a generational talent. Oleksandr Usyk has delivered a powerful message to Tyson Fury ahead of their rematch, declaring, "I will be different this time, and I will win, confident and laser-focused." Usyk has decided to shun distractions like social media, prioritizing his training and preparation for what could be the defining fight of his career. New training footage showcases Usyk's dedication to his craft as he puts in grueling hours to refine his technique.
Where does Oleksandr Usyk fit now in the scheme of the greatest of all time? I'm going to tell you this. There's great ones, let's not forget. There's great ones in this great history of this sport, this great sport that's been around so long. So you could go on and on. Usyk belongs on that list. He has put himself on that list as one of the greatest winners, period, of any generation, period, any weight class, period, in the sport of boxing. He has earned the right to be on that list. And I want to give credit to Terence Crawford. You know, he's a pretty quiet guy. You know, he doesn't talk a lot. I think he's #1 pound for pound. I have Inoue #2 pound for pound. And Usyk was, you know, up there. But I thought those were the guys.
In conditioning, renowned trainer Teddy Atlas has hailed Usyk as one of the greatest fighters in history, cementing his legacy as a true all-time great. Atlas believes Usyk has earned his spot on the exclusive list of undisputed champions and has achieved greatness in an era filled with elite competitors. While expressing admiration for Usyk, Atlas stated he wants to elevate the Ukrainian to the #1 pound-for-pound spot, but also credited Terence Crawford for making that ranking debatable.
At the end of the first round and the start of the second round, how important was it to show him early on that you could hurt him?
Це була запланована акція, яку я напрацьовував на протязі 9 місяців. Треба було одразу обозначити батька в рингі.
Show him who's boss early. There were times where he found his distance quite well in the middle rounds. He landed some body shots from range. Was there ever a moment in the fight that you were concerned or you were worried that he was managing to land these shots?
Нічого я не переймався, в мене все було Був процес.
Atlas's acknowledged highlights how Usyk's success has sparked conversations about where he belongs among boxing's modern legends. "I have moved Usyk," ESPN people called me this morning. Said Teddy, "Do you want to update your pound-for-pound list?" They said, "Yeah, I do. I feel like I have to." "Any changes?" "Yeah, I have a change." "What is it I want?"
Yeah, you know, we have to give a shout to Usyk. You know, he actually beat my backside. He beat AJ twice. He beat Daniel Dubois, and he beat Fury. Do you understand? He's beating up all the British boys. He gave us a whoop ass, basically. Is he gonna do it again? I think he might do it again.
What is he like to face up to?
What
are the problems that he gives you?
He moves along, and he's very fit. He's the only guy when they were promoting the fight with AJ, the second one, he arrived in London, and he went to Olympic swimming pool, and he swam for 6 hours non-stop.
Jeez.
It's interesting. AJ was saying about that, like after round 9 or so, you're going into those penultimate rounds when you think, right now the fight's getting hard and it becomes more of a psychological battle than the physical one. He said that's when Usyk comes into his own, because that's when he turns it up a notch and you can't compete with him. Any heavyweight, he's sort of like he's got that extra gear in him, and that's what makes him different.
But a lot of people think that Derek in that fight made life remarkably difficult for Usyk.
Probably give him the hardest fight he's had.
That's my point.
Uzi, number 1. And I got to give credit to Crawford, who I had number 1. Crawford, I didn't know this at the time. My son told me, because I don't read the internet with all you crazy people out there, you know, that do the internet stuff, that know how to read all that. I don't even know how to turn the thing on if I want to see something. Hey, I got to call my wife, or could you turn this on? Could you look up something for me? Because I don't know how to do it.
Would deal with Usyk, but Usyk has gone through the division, done everything that he needed to do, so you can't give him anything other than plaudits. And by the way, he is exactly as Adam describes. He's a very elegant, sophisticated, balanced athlete that gives credit. I love the way he refers to the opportunities he got given by Anthony Joshua. I think that's such an elegant way to look back on the legacy that he's inherited for himself, or gained for himself. I think it'll be a fascinating fight. No one knows whether Tyson Fury can dig deep. He's never been in this space before. He's never lost. So nobody knows whether he has the ultimate ability to come back, but he's fighting against somebody that is just a brilliant athlete, just a brilliant boxer in all respects. And I think he's a lot more than 1% talent.
I agree. I think it's a huge talent, and he's a southpaw to boot as well. You don't win 350 amateur fights and then 21 professional fights, stay undefeated, climb up to heavyweight, having cleaned up the cruiserweight world if you haven't got talent. He's got huge talent. I think his point was, though, that, and it's his message to kids, because when he does call it a day on boxing, he wants to inspire the next generation. He wants to work with kids. And he has kids of his own, of course. He's very family-minded. And I think for him it is all about, you know, putting one foot in front of the other and keeping going. And that's what makes Oleksandr Usyk just special. And he's also a very, very intelligent man and a very nice...
Oleksandr Usyk has acknowledged the lessons learned from his initial fight with Tyson Fury at the end of the first round and the start of the second round. How important was it to show him early on that you could hurt him, show him who boss?
You know, it's funny, you know, and it's no disrespect, right? But everybody has that animal sign. And he reminds me of a bunny rabbit, because he moves so well and nobody can catch him. And then I look at Tyson Fury, he's like a giraffe. So it's like I see them like two animals fighting each other, but you know, who's gonna win? Is it the bunny rabbit or is it the giraffe?
How do they match up stylistically? Because Usyk's such a smaller heavyweight compared to Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, I don't think Tyson has to move around that much. Usyk has to move around a lot, and he's going to be moving, using the ring up, and he's going to be in and out. It's not going to be, you know, easy fight for Tyson Fury. You have to remember, this guy's an undisputed champion, and he doesn't like to lose. He hasn't lost, so you know, you can never take your glove away from him. You always have to say, this man is a survivor, he's a winner, and he hates to lose.
Is it something where we see 2-3 fights between them, or do you feel that one or the other could end up being one-sided?
I think it's a one fight. I don't think it's a trilogy. I think it's a one fight, and you know, we may get surprised. You never know.
Is there anyone on your radar or anyone you foresee being able to get to the level of Fury and Usyk right now?
There's a couple guys out there, but forgot the names.
Early, there were times where he found his distance quite well. In the middle rounds, he landed some body shots from range. Was there ever a moment in the fight that you were concerned or you were worried that he was managing to land these shots? Heavyweight contender Derek Chisora has confidently predicted that Usyk will AI 100% beat Tyson Fury. Usyk's ability to move seamlessly around the ring, utilizing footwork and angles that leave opponents baffled, which he believes will prove too much for Fury to handle.